Very good morning, all of you. Today we are going to start with the first chapter, Work, Livelihood and Career. Now let's see what are the various parts of this chapter. Very first is work. Work is an essential activity which is undertaken by a person for the purpose, and this work creates new relations because individual is using his talents, and this work helps in growing of individual's identity. हाउ वर्क कंट्रीब्यूट्स इन आवर लाइफ. हम काम तो करते हैं लेकिन वर्क हमारी लाइफ में क्या काम करता है. लेट्स सी. First of all, it brings a sense of confidence in the person because whatever the person is doing, it is being acknowledged in the society. It helps in the creation of better products for the usage of society. Because of the work, he is earning his livelihood. That's why it improves the quality of life. How do we see the work in various forms in our lives? Now, we can see work in the form of a job. It gives a security of livelihood because we earn the money, we maintain our standards. It gives a source of joy. Self-esteem, you are known in the society by the work you are doing. So it becomes your symbol status in the society. Job versus career. Now, what do we mean by job? When a work is obligatory to earn livelihood for fulfilling basic needs of self or a person, it is called job. लेकिन job career तब बन जाता है when it is driven by a deep desire to excel in the work what you are doing. When person needs to grow, develop and prove himself by learning the newer skills, update the knowledge, this becomes a career. Do you know about the 40-hour concept? Have you ever read it? Okay, this concept began in Industrial Revolution in Britain. Actually, there were very poor working conditions in which the workers were working. So, a slogan was arisen that means 8-hour work, 8-hour recreation and 8-hour rest. Since then, we people have been celebrating Labor Day on 1st May. Now, what do we mean by standard of living? Standard of living means wealth, level of comfort, material, goods available to the person. It refers to the factors like income, quality of employment, cost of goods and services, poverty, gross domestic product, national income growth, safety, climatic conditions where the worker is working, incidence of disease, literacy rate, etc. Based on all these factors, Denmark is known to be the first country which is having best standard of living, and India comes on 54th position. What do we mean by GDP? GDP is value of all goods and services which are produced in a geographic boundary. इसका मतलब है value of all goods and services provided in one country for a given period of time. It is used to measure national income and output. There are various factors which measures the quality of life through GDP. अब ये कैसे होता है? It is maybe through the protection of law, freedom from slavery is there, freedom of movement is there, how freely the person works in the environment, better the quality of work is there and better the output. That's why we can able to increase the GDP of a country. Another important thing is what is Article 25. According to this article, it is a right of every employee to have a good standard of living, which includes health, well-being, good foods, clothing, housing, medical care. Amongst them, the motherhood and the childhood are entitled to the special care. Along with this associated a term that is called poverty line. That means minimum level of income you have To have an adequate standard of living in a given country means poverty line. Next, BPL. It is below poverty line. This is an economic benchmark which is set up by the Government of India to identify economically weak people who are in urgent need of government help. These people are those whose earnings are less than 1000 rupees per month. Next, what do we mean by social responsibility? Means actions and procedures on the part of government institutions to help individual in need and promote the well-being of society. Example, the institutions are working in the field of education, sanitation, agriculture, care of elderly. कई बार सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी को हम वॉलंटियरिंग का शक्ल दे देते हैं. Volunteering means the practice where the person works without any motive or financial gain. They contribute their skill, time, energy, money to promote quality of life of other people in the society. आजकल के सिनेरियो में e-volunteering is the best way to help the society. और e-volunteering होती क्या है? Virtual volunteering, online volunteering. Example, blogs on the counselings are written. Now we talk about the craft. Craft एक traditional occupation है. आप देखिए various examples of craft is wood craft is there, embroidery, dyeing, terracotta, clay items. Other are garland making, trapping the bird, salt making, tile making is there. But these days these artisans are about to leave their traditional occupation. Why? Because of meager source of income, because of illiteracy, socio-economic backwardness is there, so slow progress reforms, inadequate marketing services, shrinkage of forest and depletion of resources. That's why they are about to get vanish in our society. Now, who are the homemakers? Homemaker is a person in charge who is employed not outside the home. Homemakers have a long contribution to the social economic well-being of the community. Let's see how. Because these are the homemakers. This homemaker, maybe your mother is there or maybe the other person who is taking care of your family. These homemakers, they serve as a manager of household programs. They can organize the social functions in the family. Hence, the person acts as a director of recreation. Homemaker prepares surplus budget according to the necessity, comfort, luxuries of the family. She is the first teacher of the child and transmits social heritage to the child. This is called a moral code. She acts as a family health officer, which is very much concerned about the physical well-being of each and every family member. She is the central personality of the home, where all the members turn to her for sympathy, understanding, and recognition. Cooking, feeding, storytelling, taking care of other people, these are the few household chores of homemaker. Hence, we cannot negate the contribution of homemakers in our economy. Now, next, what do we mean by gender? Gender is based on society identity. Males denote this gender as men and boy, where females are denoted as women, girls. Why we are talking about this? Because our next topic is related to the women at work and their issues. Now see, what are the issues when a woman moves out or steps out of the home in the working and goes for the earning? Very first thing is, woman is denied by the skilled workers. They are not given the same position as it is given by the other workers in the society. Next, her earnings are always taken as a supplementary earnings. It has been not giving as much of as respect as the earnings of male is been given. When she moves out of the home, she has to maintain the environment of both home as well as the working area. So this affects her health. Stress increases. There are various security reasons are there with which the woman is affected. What is Factories Act? Factories Act is actually the state act which says that there should be a crèche maintained in all the organizations where more than 30 women are employed. These crèches, they are going to take care of their 0 to 6-year-old children, and crèches are maintained by the owner of institutions or organizations.